This is a shared. This is a shared one.
Because the opening promo was too good to be like, how do you leave Bobby Who off?
Yeah. Bobby, hoo. That's gonna follow him for the rest of his life, I think. And there's
And
only a few more years left for Bobby, and I feel like it's gonna be Bobby Who, and it's gonna be chanted throughout the arena. It's like Sin Hook.
yeah, and then the moment he asked her how she felt, and she said thirsty, I was like, she's been waiting for me to. Like
You miss
she
me
knew,
too.
she missed me too. She missed being on the cover too.
I want to break down this whole segment as a guy who do not realize his situation, who has not seen enough porno to know that he was in one. He did not realize it. He was in one. There were multiple times when she left it over and he was like, "How you feeling?" Good. But I can feel better, and I feel like it was gonna be now. I feel like that's what this guy didn't realize he was in. Such a horrible human being.
I saw a tweet which made me laugh so much when it came to this picture.
Yeah.
I was like, most people skip this part. And I was like, you're right.
This is the good part. This is where you get the character development. Who cares?
Who cares
Put
about
her on the
character
table.
development?
Put her on the table.
And then Marcus, what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
I think it says slap. The post, that is a good post slap photo. Like you can tell, that not only did she slap her, but it looked like she couldn't even went back for a second one if she chose to. With the second backhand, like it's loaded up.
It actually looks like she hit her so hard her arm broke.
I don't know what hit harder, that or the cocaine Becky's on these days. Like, god damn. Look at those pajamas, though. Come on.
The what?
Show up to work in those. Get in those pajamas.
I mean,
those Hammer Genie pants.
I'm not even joking. That is half. I would say a good 80% of people working from home is that's what they're wearing.
I feel like
I was wearing tracksuit bottoms all day today.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Michael Irvin wears to the studio. I don't know if you watch a lot of NFL countdown shows, but Michael Irvin wears these exact same outfits to call them suits. They're just pajamas. But I know who I'm being for Halloween. Becky.
It's very easy to be Becky for Halloween.
Yep, yeah, something outrageous.
And we'll be back right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey! Oh! Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Well, how there? How are you? I'm great, but I could be even better. We're not at the part yet. Hold on. We got 2 minutes. We're obligated 2 minutes and 30 minutes of unscripted dialogue, but we gotta make it all seductive. He's a horrible porn actor.
Welcome everyone.
No respect.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by
Marcus the Grand Finale.
And after all the golden shower room jokes that Eric made on Saturday, I have fixed my camera problem.
It was a camera problem. That's the reason you had to go to the shower. I feel like that's a Trump excuse for when his P tape comes out. Camera problem.
Oh yeah. No, I deliberately set up my lights to make the room look extremely yellow, like Gold Dust was about to cut a promo from 1996 with Marlena. I got Wes telling me I'm waiting for Marlena to pop out behind Manny's chair with a cigar. Man, 96 was a good time.
Man, I feel like that would just be a dope time. I mean, just have someone just in the background, just a random woman just smoking a cigar in the background. I think painted in gold, as you said, as flamboyant as you can be in a chair. That has to be your prime. Like, that has to be someone goes back in their life and go like, this is something I did right. This is something I'm proud of. Kids, look at this one. Check out Bob. Check out Bob. We were badass.
So, how are you doing today, Marcus?
You know, I'm going to now officially announce that I am now anti-vax, that I got the final booster. That it has finally been the thing that killed me and ruined my life, apparently. Ruined the streak of the show. It's devastating. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on or what's in these new drugs, but these kids need to stop and stop messing around with these boosters.
So, I called up Alexa Bliss and I said, "This is how Marcus is feeling.
Like
Can you send me?" I was like, "Could you send me a picture of how you best illustrate how Marcus felt on Saturday when he missed the show?" And she said, "Yeah."
Oh no! I'm sick. Oh, I'm so terribly sick. Oh, what I'm gonna do? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, whatever do I do? Whatever do I do? Oh,
see, I was going to use that for something else, and then I realized I had to get you.
Okay, and Manny, can I also add the slapping of Doudrop as something we just use when we want to make a point about something? Let's say if you had something ill to say about this was a horrible segment, and whoever wrote this deserves Becky slap, right?
Do you feel like the Becky slap is worth it, though? I feel like the Montez backhand's worse.
Yeah, that's just full disrespect. But I feel like the picture of the Becky slap looks like it hurt more than Montez. Like, ooh. Fuck.
Yeah, but she took it like a real champion, though.
Yeah, but you know how when your parents hit you, it wasn't the pain. It was that they were disappointed that they had to hit you. There it is, right there. Ooh, she's crying on the inside. She feels it. She emotionally feels it. Because she thought she had an ally. Because she helped her win. You helped me win. Bitch, I'm not your friend. Becky Lynch. Becky, big time. Big pile of cocaine Lynch.
Yeah, so Levi did say that booster was brutal. It KO'd Marcus. We don't. It's not. He normally comes on the show when he's virtually dying, so you knew it must have been bad.
Bad. It led to vomiting. Why? Why? I don't ever really vomit, but this led to me going like what the hell?
Yeah.
And it hurt more because I hadn't even eaten and there was nothing in me to throw up really.
Oh, those are the worst because it's the bile that comes out and it tastes disgusting.
It's like my body was like, ha ha ha, die. There's nothing else to give. I have nothing to give. Die.
Marcus's body. And no, this is Marcus's soul as Roman. It's his body.
I enjoy that as a needle mover for this too as well. How a lot of needles going into you and killing you in the booster shot. So yeah, I'm now going to just reply to my doctor Joe Rogan and get advice about what I should do to be immunized like my boy Aaron Rodgers, so I don't have to do this anymore. No more shots.
Okay, so what happened on Saturday? There was Battle of the Belts, which was the most pointless show. pointless show ever. Sammy Guevara is your interim TNT champion because that happens.
Because Cody isn't medically cleared or whatever happened to him.
I didn't know this was a no DQ match. Yet a Canadian Destroyer through a table because.
Yeah, it happens. Because AEW.
And then Britt
Also,
Baker
kick out. That was not the finish of the match, by the way. That was a kick out.
Britt Baker finally defeated Riho. It was an okay match, but nothing on this show really stood out. For a show that was called Battle of the Belts.
Jim Ross stood out as being completely frustrated of the referees not throwing out Hater and Rebel for their blatant outside interference throughout the match. And they were just interfering and cheating. And they were like, he was like, why is the ref allowed? And it wasn't in that commentary way. It was more like, the fuck am I looking at kind of way?
And then I can't remember what the other match was, but oh wait, no, I can't remember what the other match was. There were 3 matches. I can't remember what the third one was.
It was was it when Jungle Boy won the title, or was that Dynamite?
I think that was Dynamite.
You sure?
Yeah, that was Dynamite. Yeah, that was Dynamite.
Oh no, it was the TNT Championship. Ricky Starks and Matt Sydal, who they decided to say is hot on a winning streak again, but yet they show me footage from June. When the last time he got a win?
June.
Over anybody significant. He beat Dante Martin back in June before his push. So, good times for him. As Eric told me, they said they keep selling us on this Matt Sydal role, but every time we see him, he loses. So you can't continue to piggyback on some random ass role he's on whenever he loses on TV. Like, oh, that role, it's been going on. No, that role's been gone. That role's over.
And then Hard to Kill happened, but I didn't watch it. Did you catch any of it?
What, Battle of the Belts?
No, Hard to Kill at the Impact pay-per-view.
I did not watch the...
People are praising it for being what it is, and I don't think I'm probably going to... I don't have time to actually go back and watch it.
Yeah, Hard to Kill should have been known was after me taking a booster. Like, fuck, he's still alive? Yeah. Hard to Kill. But it seems like it sounded like a show that people really enjoyed that I did not watch. Yeah, it was just not a good week.
Yeah, and then
still not a good week. It's still going on.
And that was about it. Like then we move into Monday Night Raw, which you ready to get into?
Yes, dive into this show, and you know there's the good, the bad, the really ugly on this show, and the really ugly hurts. It's like painful. It is like a Becky Lynch slap to the face multiple times. God damn it! Why? Who wants this shit?
So we open up with Brock coming out, and then Bobby Lashley. Bobby states for 20 years, Brock Lesnar has been ducking him. Brock Lesnar states for the last... Go on.
Man, can you also say that? Because I want to, you know what? I'm going to also go on record and say, for 20 years, Brock Lesnar has been ducking my black ass too. Just to put that on the record. For 20 years, you don't claim nobody's ducking when you guys are never in the same company at the same time. Or in the same building. You were Bellator, he was UFC, you were WWE, he was playing the NFL or something. Who knows? You can't claim ducking in this situation. You just went around. But he went, you're ducking me. And I was like, from now on, I'm going to claim that whenever Brock Lesnar's around. Brock Lesnar's been ducking me for 20 years.
Well, let me just get this up on screen. Then Brock states for the last 20 years he has been winning championships all over the place, so that doesn't fall on him, that falls on Bobby for not climbing the ladder of success.
It's true. Facts. I mean, Bobby should have been right behind him. Like, yeah, I'm right there. You ain't ducking me no more. Nope.
And then what was it? Then Bobby was like, he got jokes. He got jokes.
got
Comedian
jokes,
over
huh?
here. Comedian
No,
over here.
that's when Lesnar was talking about their outfits. And he
Thread
was like, "Oh,
counts.
y'all some very dressed up men. Yeah, how many threads are in that suit? What's the thread count?" Which made me laugh because I want to know too.
MVP looked like he was about to tell as well.
Yeah, and I feel like Bobby Lashley looked like some private detective. He looked like Shaft or something.
And then Brock states that he's funny and he's money. Then he asks Paul Heyman, knock knock.
Oh my God, I can't believe Brock Lesnar has a knock-knock joke to me in Philadelphia. Who's there?
Bobby.
Bobby who?
Exactly.
I want to say right now, if there was a Golden Mike Award for 2022, it's going to Brock Lesnar this year. So far. I feel like his mic work is one entertaining, and then the knock-knock joke was just so over the top. I feel like everybody else would have failed at that, but because it was Brock who just did it, I was 100%. He was like, that hurts. He's like...
But then he also goes on to say, Brock Lesnar can't be defeated by a Brock Lesnar wannabe, and then dropped the mic.
And walked off. Other than Bobby knew that two guys, the Hurt Business, who started the show, was just like, "Hey, we're not a crew anymore. Get the fuck away from me." That's how the Raw started. Get the fuck away from me. I was like, why, bro? I was so hurt when the start of Raw. That hurt my feelings. I'm solo now. I told y'all to get the fuck away from me.
They were put back together months ago. And it's only that they've decided to run into him and go, "Hey, Bobby. You good?"
We good? I told y'all to stay the fuck away from me. Y'all have made illegal Hurt Business merchandise for the last time. We are done. And so they decided to get their revenge, but Bobby decided to.
Did Bobby future endeavor them?
Yeah. So they're dead. I don't know why they had to die in the middle of this.
They're on.
But I enjoyed this opening segment. I enjoyed the Bobby and Lesnar face to face and everything, and it was entertaining. I thought it was just too little of it though on the show. Like I wanted more from them. It was just like, oh, this is the end. It's a 3-hour show. I want this to be the focal point because this is what I want to see.
And then we move on to the first match of the night, which was RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Randy in the back writes Riddle's hands, tagging Randy because last week he did not get into the match. And then the moment he did that, I was like, they're going to lose.
I never thought for 1 minute they were going to lose this match, Manny.
I did.
I like, you know, I thought, oh, here we are. Riddle gets the hot tag. Randy's all high. He's going to kill him. We're going to lead to something, maybe RKO, DQ finish or something. But then I was like, they lost? And I was like, I guess it's time. It's time for Riddle to die. It's time for these makeshift tag teams to go.
I mean,
And
it wasn't bad.
Tag teams again.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't necessarily good either.
What, the match?
The tag match.
No, it was a solid match. I think I enjoyed the entire first hour. I don't think there was a real bad segment in the first hour that I was like, why is this happening? Or I'm pissed off or something. But, there was something. But, yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was fine. But I don't know what they're going to do with Alpha Academy. Leave them on TV for a bit, lose the titles, then release them. I feel like that's a strategy right now. that's the road we put them on.
I don't know. It's
Or is it only for the Street Profits to get the tag team titles at WrestleMania?
Possibly, but why would you give Alpha Academy a WrestleMania match?
Because it's going to be a ladder match, Randy. TLC, Street Profits. I can't think of another tag team on that show.
The Dirty Dogs. The Dirty Dogs.
Oh, yeah. They're still a thing.
I only know that because that's the next match. It was Damian Priest and the Street Profits versus Apollo Crews and the Dirty Dogs.
Okay.
where
So-
Dolph Ziggler pins Dawkins in a relatively okay match.
Yeah, but my problem was I don't like that there's like don't let the Damien out. It just sounds stupid. It just sounds stupid.
Well, I don't get this joke. I don't get this whole Damien, the good and bad Damien gimmick.
Yeah.
It just seems really dumb.
Yeah, I just think why didn't he just be somebody? If they want to just do it with the temper, why just can't he be somebody with a temper? Like, oh no, well let Damien out. Well, let Priest or let Damien out. You can't let that happen.
Levi, you just want everyone to go to AEW. It's not going to happen.
Nah, I think they like Riddle too much. They put him on 2 shows. He's on NXT and Raw.
He
They
was
like him
still
too
on.
much.
He was on TV whilst he had allegations of rape. You know how much they must
Bro.
like him when he had those allegations.
They already got rid of Jeff Hardy. He's the new Jeff Hardy. He's just gonna be around. I think Riddle's gonna be the guy that's just around for years, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, they still kept this guy around." Yep.
Then we move into Seth Rollins versus Big E. Well, Seth comes out, talks about how he be facing Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, where he was joined later on the mic by Big E, where Big E later coerces him into having a match that night in that very moment, and they went on to have probably the best match on Raw for the whole of January.
Well, I feel like the
Fatal 4-Way.
yeah, Fatal 4-Way, and then the main event wasn't bad this week.
Yeah.
It was fine. So, it was fine. I enjoyed this match, but there still feels for the Big E, the fall of Big E. That he's just gonna be taking pins.
Well, too,
I don't see an upside for him.
A lot of people in the mid-card mess seem to think, even though, like I've been saying, I don't seem to think they're going to give it to him, but they seem to think he's going to win the Royal Rumble.
No.
And I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it in the cards, and I don't think there's much hype behind him winning a Royal Rumble at this current moment. Like, yeah, I just don't see it.
I mean, all the hype and the fan interaction of what's going to happen in the Royal Rumble is making the Royal Rumble like worth watching, because like everyone's got a different opinion on it, and it's just like, oh, I got to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, but I already have my pick who's winning the Royal Rumble, Manny. Did I make that on the show?
And you say Kevin Owens.
No. I said it's not going to be Kevin Owens, who's vanished. But probably COVID or something. He's gone. But, no, my pick is John Cena to win the Rumble. John Cena's coming back. One more again. This time
Levi,
to
if
win
you
the
put
Rumble.
another one of these wild takes in there, I'm not reading out another one of your comments. Big E will debut as part of EC3's new faction on ROH. WWE have given up on him.
Nah, he's going to remain in the New Day. They're not going to fire WWE champion. Woods would go first. We all know that. Woods would go first in the New Day before any of them go. Kofi may retire or something before that happens.
So basically, we get to the part where you in the pre-show said this was your turning point for Raw, where it's
Yes.
Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash, where they break up. Nikki asked if she still believes in her. Rhea said she does, and she hopes that Nikki doesn't stop believing in herself. They embrace. And then hot lesbian sex happened. No. After Nikki asks, does she
Oh no, this is how I imagine lesbians who break up. And any homosexuals, I imagine this is how the breakups go. Considering your same sex, we can go blow for blow. I always imagine that, like, damn, that could happen. Like, we're done. Oh, yeah? Hands up, let's fight.
And then Nikki does ask, can they still be friends? And she said, and then that's when they embrace. But then the camera angle suggested Rhea Ripley was going to destroy her.
Yes. The camera angle was like, yes, destroy. And I was like, yes. Like, literally the entire segment as they were talking, I was literally looking at the TV going, kill her, Rhea. Just kill her. Rip her to shreds. Start hitting her with your spike jacket that you didn't even have on. But I want you to just find it from under the ring and just start whipping her with it.
But then Nikki come out with throat punch. And you know I enjoy a throat punch or a throat chop when Billy Kay used to do it.
Yeah, it was only a throat punch because Nikki is so small, who seemed to get smaller as the segment goes on. I don't know what was going on with the camera angle, but
I love
was
a good
just happy
throat
it's
punch.
I was just happy it was over. And Nikki Cross is yelling, "I am a superhero! I am a superhero!" I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna claim to be a superhero and she's evil. Hopefully this is where that gimmick was supposed to go the entire time, but God, I'm happy Rhea Ripley's a singles wrestler again.
The Obsolete said, to be honest, that after the attempts to make the other geek stars, I'm ready for Cena to come back and just win everything again. He feels retro at this point. I mean, the SummerSlam when he came back, that was probably one of the happiest times SummerSlam I had. I was like, John Cena is making this really watchable.
John Cena is back. It's amazing what star power and charisma can do for a show.
Exactly.
Like 90% of the show had, I'm going to say minimal charisma. It was, I would say, Becky, Seth, Bobby, and Brock had all the charisma, and a lot of that was Brock.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's it for the show. And it was just like, everybody else is just, hi, I'm Damian Priest. Or hi, I'm Nikki Ash. Or hi, I'm Rhea Ripley. Wow, 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 I'm so sad. Wow, wow, wow. Just shut up. Shut up.
You know what? You reminded me. I forgot to bring a prop onto the show today. So the Obsolete, it's also said a rapping 50-year-old white man being played out to the ring by Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock. Let's do it.
Limp Bizkit. I'm down for a Limp Bizkit return.
DC. Yeah, it comes out this week. It starts this week, doesn't it?
It either starts this week or it starts the weekend of the Rumble.
Peacemaker.
He was advertising it this week. I saw on the late night TV shows in the casino. I was like, oh, there's John Cena. I can see him. Or should I say that out loud?
So we're now in the back. Reggie gets Dana Brooke some cheesesteaks, which eventually gets thrown at Tamina.
No. Manny, you don't just ignore the most controversial thing on Raw. Where the fuck did he get those sandwiches?
They were dry.
They were. If this is the kind of food they have in catering, AEW will always win in catering. That was the driest, most beat up looking sandwich I ever seen in my life. It looked like it was 20 years old. Like I don't know how Tamina could even claim that she was covered in stuff of the sandwich because there was nothing there. There was nothing there. I hated that sandwich. And if that's what Philly has to offer, then Philly can go piss themselves on their Philly cheesesteaks because they're terrible. I'll take my In-N-Out burger any day of the week.
And then Reggie sensed a disturbance in the force. He could say that it doesn't feel safe here.
Yeah. You know what Reggie felt? That ass whooping from next week.
Yeah.
That's how big that ass whoop's gonna be. It's just gonna travel back in time and warn him. Reggie, no, you're gonna run into Omos and not realize that he is some paradox that this is what led to it in the first place.
Well, I don't know who Dana Brooke thinks she is as well. How dare she speak to Omos like that? Like he's some fucking dog, like some child. No, you put him down. No.
Bad Omos.
She should have got it too.
Yeah, you're gonna get the business too. You're gonna get the business.
He should have beat her up and claimed equality.
I really thought for a minute he was gonna pick up Reginald and throw him through the ceiling. Just go up. And just I would have just been like, yeah. And I would have
thrown
been
into
like,
another universe.
I would have been like, that's the greatest moment in Raw history. Next time I see Reginald, he's on some AEW Dark in some match against Jay Lethal with Sunny Kiss or some shit.
Do you know what should have happened? Do you know what should have happened? He should have continued to have Reggie, then thrown her on Dana Brooke. And then the referee should have counted 3, and then Reggie was your new 24/7 champion. and then Dana Brooke can be off to the side again.
Over or under, how many weeks do you think Omos got to winning that 24/7 title? I got like 3 weeks. He's gonna be the 24/7 champion.
Oh, I don't think they're gonna put the 24/7 title on him.
They're gonna do it, man. They're gonna give
people
Omos
on the
that
internet.
title.
People on the internet are literally saying his match with AJ Styles was the worst match in AJ Styles' career, and that's a stretch. If there ever was one.
It's really hard.
But they could be right. But they could be right.
I would go with it's probably true. It's probably true. I would not dispute that. The internet's
I haven't seen
never wrong.
I haven't seen any of the old WCW stuff.
We have to go through a whole list of really good matches, which is like you're just gonna go through it and be like, damn, that was great. And you're gonna be like, well, this Omos match is competing with some random match he had with Jerry Lynn when shit just didn't click, and you're like, that was a good match though, but this is the worst match of AJ's career. Like, it's such a great career. You're gonna go like, wow, this is his worst? You're gonna appreciate AJ, and then you go with Omos and be like, everybody gets one. Everybody gets one bad one. That's a dud for AJ. Just one.
And then almost then kills some guy in some pink tights.
yeah, that guy, he died. Although I feel like Omos could have went harder on the. I'm always about these squash matches of going as hard as possible for whatever reason. Omos either, he went hard, but it was very light, very light. I would have been stiffer. Just saying.
So the Nikki Ash segment was your turning point. My turning point was the cutting edge. I just did not care.
I thought that I didn't care until The Miz came out. And then I felt like I cared with The Miz saying what he said and coming out with his own video package of hyping up Maurice. And then, selling her, and then just going like, tell her, Maurice, tell her how do you feel? She's just gone. Like, I don't want none of this. I don't want that smoke. I don't want no problems. That was basically in the movie Friday. You want some of this? No. But I enjoyed that. And on the side note, Manny, I felt like that was 2 men presenting their wives in keynote so my wife can whoop your wife's ass and here are all the features that we have. This is like a Samsung and Apple duel at the same time. Like, oh, these are my features. This is what my wife do. My wife has been killing people for years. Oh, really? Well, my wife has been won beauty pageants. She's held a Divas title. Yes, the Divas title. The now defunct Divas title.
So did Beth. They both held that garbage title.
Yeah,
which is now the New Japan World Heavyweight title.
My favorite featured endeavors of all time. What? So they featured endeavor the Divas title? Yeah. Who picked it up? Well, it wasn't Japan. And it upgraded from Maurice too, because it's what an upgrade for the Divas Championship.
First it was on Shingo, then it was on Will Ospreay for some time. What an upgrade.
What an upgrade. It went to Ibushi.
Somebody had to keep up the legacy of Nikki Bella. You can look, but you can't touch.
The stars above. Shout out to the returning Nikki Bella. And 90% of the random women they decided to bring back. Shout out to Hot Summer for coming back, who I will forever know as Hot Summer. Because that's what
it's a an upgrade over Maurice.
Hey, I call spade a spade. It's an upgrade.
Neither of them can really speak English properly, so.
I think Maurice got him into English. He may got her in the wrestling holes in 60-minute matches.
No. I don't know.
She got him in English.
No. I think Okada can speak English. Not great
Yeah, but
English,
Maurice.
but way better than Maurice.
Maurice is 100% fluent now. She was terrible before. She's 100%
still terrible
fluent.
now. Have you not watched?
She's fluent.
No.
It's fluent. It's fluent English.
And then
Maurice
we get AJ.
She's improved.
We get AJ Styles versus Austin Theory.
At one point, Maurice only English was "Welcome back to Friday Night SmackDown." That was her only English. She's improved so much.
So AJ Styles versus Austin Theory. There was no McMahon spot tonight. This ended in a DQ. The first DQ on Monday Night Raw in 2022. AEW had a DQ finish before Monday Night Raw.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah,
that's a true story.
There's no DQ last week.
Oh yeah, that would be the first one. Yeah, wow. WWE gets granted to AEW now. Haha.
And this was the first after the bell nonsense that I can recall, because I didn't have that stat last week, because that was introduced after I'd watched Raw, and I wasn't going back to rewatch Raw.
No, I feel like SmackDown has some after the bell nonsense.
Yeah, but we're talking about Raw. We're talking about Raw as a whole.
Oh, it's just Raw as a whole. Okay.
And then, yeah, so this happened, and there was a tiny kerfuffle between AJ and Waller at the end, but that was it. The match tonight, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Theory and Waller need to hook up.
They should.
Like as a team. They're basically the same character. But Waller can do most of the talking, and then Theory can come in and chime in, say something dumb. We all laugh and get behind them.
So, throughout the course of the night, there had been promos by each of the competitors in the triple threat match.
Yes.
Two of them, yeah, I bought it. I bought Doudrop. I bought Sasha
Banks.
Bianca Belair.
How dare you?
Bianca Belair. I bought their promos. However, Liv Morgan cut the most boring promo once again. She is the white bread of all the roster.
Well, when I was waiting for her to cut her promo, when they cut to her, they cut her promo. I went, oh shit, here we go. She's about to cry or something. That was kind of my reaction. And then she cut it, and she's just looking into space. I'm Liv Morgan, and I'm just trying to tell you that I learned to read in 1997. All thanks to like, what are you reading right now? It was so generic, and like, this is my comeback, and I'm going to do it because it's my time. And I was like, I hope you lose. I hope you lose bad.
It was so boring. It was so boring.
I mean, because Doudrop even brought, her, she turned Doudrop into a verb. You gonna get Doudropped. And I was like, oh shit. That sounds horrible. I don't know why.
No, I'll tell you what,
like
I didn't
Mr.
expect
T.
When she said you're gonna get Doudropped, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect the night to end in a bonsai drop. And when that happened, I was like, what? She went with a bonsai drop.
Dang, she really did kill her. She really did drop her ass.
Marcus, if you recall, going into, I think it was WrestleMania in '93 or possibly '94.
It's always 94 with you.
It was either 93 or 94 where Yokozuna gave Hacksaw Duggan 4 or maybe 3 bonsai drops, and Duggan started spitting out blood. Duggan, I thought, was dead.
And that was the first time I thought Jim Duggan was dead. That's how that sent the shit.
USA!
USA, oh! But if you kill Jim Duggan, you literally kill the American spirit. And I cannot allow that. R.I.P. Bob Saget, by the way. I don't know why that all came together. American Funniest Home Videos and stuff. And, Full House. And my favorite version of Bob Saget is when he said, have you ever sucked dick with a goat? for some marijuana, which was the greatest cameo in the history of movie cameos, because I did not see that shit coming in Half-Baked. Just great.
I mean, my favorite, my weirdest cameo was Wayne Brady on the Chappelle Show.
Oh yeah, that was great.
when he takes him on a drive around the hood looking for weed. I'm Wayne Brady, bitch.
Yeah. It was like when he turns around and looks at that woman, you better think Dave Chappelle. He's gonna beat her ass. Thank you. And she's like, thank you, Dave. Or when he shoots the gun and he kills the guy and they have that fake cheesy graphic and there's so much of Drew blood. He's like swinging. It's just so stupid. Classic TV. 20 years old though. 20 years old.
Yeah, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Weirdly, still holds up. So we move into Alexa Bliss is in therapy.
Porn. Just no porno.
She states
every word lets like at least 3,000 people closer to the lotion, and all these men going, here we go. What's this shit? Oh, I gotta buy subscription service, huh? Just to get the full video, huh? That's what I gotta do.
I wish I had a soundboard right now. I would play the Pornhub sound of the ding, 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 ding. So he's
tour
told
that guy
her
room up though.
Huh?
Tour the therapist room.
She states he tells her that the first thing that she needs to do is admit that she has a problem. So she does, and says she asks her to fix her. And then he asks her about Lily being killed and how it makes her feel. He showed her footage, which is more traumatic than anything to relive it. It's one thing in the therapy room to do some visualization where they walk you through it and to tell you what you see. But to actually visibly rewatch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
day one of therapy. Not only will I let a national television camera get to this office, I'm going to show you on a tablet, like this is Jordan's The Last Dance. Charlotte's response to destroying Lily. Very visceral.
And then he asked her how she feels. She said it made her thirsty. She poured all the water out. That was the coded message. That was for me.
It's like,
she's like, I need to send a message to Thirst Trapper Jones.
And
Alexa Bliss, message received. And then she destroys his office.
Yeah. Also in this therapy session, I was wondering how this therapist would handle Batman or Peter Parker going into him to show them videos of Uncle Ben and the Waynes being shot. How does this make you feel? What the fuck you think that makes me feel?
First of all, I'd be wondering how he got the footage of Bruce Wayne's family being shot. Because he'd been waiting for years to get revenge on whoever killed his family. And he didn't have that footage.
Depending on where you watch it, it's Joe Chill, but if you want to go to Batman 89, the footage is blatant. He has the footage. In the movie, he watches the footage of Jack Nicholson, a young Jack Nicholson apparently, shooting his parents in multiple angles. He has his guns. And then he goes, fuck, that's Jack Napier that killed my family. Jesus, I'm going to fuck him up. And I'm going to throw him off a roof. I'm throwing him off a roof.
So,
Levi is saying Alexa Bliss is terrible. She's glow level bad. She's tolerable.
She's the only one that can do these types of stories.
I just don't need her to have superpowers.
No, I don't need to have superpowers, but no one else commits to the storytelling she does. She would be a way better, almost a superhero than Nikki.
Maybe they could team up again, Manny.
No, I don't need that.
It's time for Nikki Cross to go. She needs to be released.
She needs to be released. So we get into the triple threat match. It's a really good match. Like,
Yep.
Liv Morgan has improved in the ring. She has. Over the last few months, she has. But there's one thing that I've noticed, and I can't unnotice it now, and it's very annoying.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
It is. Seems like you're talking about me.
Yeah.
No, but you are still very annoying, Siri. You butt in when I tell you not to butt in. Shut the fuck up.
So do you know when she's on defense, when she's getting hit or being power bombed or whatever, the screams that come out of it, like oh, go back and re-listen to it. Once you notice it, you can't unnotice it ever again.
How's her scream go again, Manny?
Oh, it's what it is. It's like watching really bad women's tennis.
You made her sound like Austin the Grouchkin attacked the dumpster. Oh, shit. Why you kicking me up this morning? Kicking my trash can this morning, you motherfucker.
But rewatch it. You won't be able to unsee it. It's just like she makes too much noise in the ring, and it's annoying.
I should challenge you and Eric to, or we should get the audio for that. Eric is like, tell me, which one of these is in a professional wrestling match?
And it'd just be all our sounds.
Yeah. Is that Manny or Marcus? That's clearly Marcus because he's laughing.
Bianca Belair did an amazing 450 splash to break up a pin, but because of the camera angle first, she just came flying out like a missile. Just like, where the fuck did she come from? And then they showed the angle. Like, oh, it was a 450.
That looked like that hurt Bianca's ribs. That looked like that would hurt anybody's ribs. The way she came down hard, it was just doosh, and I was like, ooh, it was nice. It wasn't like a botch or anything fall, but it was just like a real boosh. And I was
just
like,
gravity.
That's crazy. Yeah. And really nice. It happened on one instead of like the long hesitation of a referee going like 1, 2. Oh, there they go. They finally fell out the sky. She had to get that hang time. Becky was on commentary in the most ridiculous outfit, dressed as a goat, and
she had that day one.
Yeah, but it just felt more ridiculous. The full outfit today, and Tat slapped Doudrop and got interfered. And
Marcus, name the 2 goats.
Right now?
Yeah. Mine is Sean and Brian.
That's adorable. That's adorable. See, mine are projecting everything that she's projecting right now. That's Rick James and Scarface. Or how about this? How about one is named Rick, the other's named James? You're about to me and Rick James. You're good promo stuff about Rick James.
So we've already spoken about the slap as dude. Well, so Becky broke up the pin, preventing Bianca to become the number 1 contender. Where we see the most ultimate cardio happen around the ring as a full-on race.
And she finally got her ass, but it just was too late and cost her the match.
And then Doudrop got the win. Now we got Doudrop and Becky at the Royal Rumble, which
it's fresh.
It's fresh. I think she may take the title.
I don't think she's taking the title. She's not beating big time Vaxx no time soon. I don't think. And because I don't see a main event with Doudrop. What is it? Bianca Doudrop? I think Becky's keeping it, and then she's feuding with the Empress of Tomorrow whenever she decides to get off her couch and stop making videos and come back and wrestle.
I think Alexa Bliss is winning the Rumble.
Oh.
And then taking her talents to SmackDown.
Oh.
For Charlotte.
Whoa. That's a hot take. Piss Levi off. That's a hot take. I can't see Bliss winning. I think Vince learned his lesson, hopefully, of The Fiend winning the title, is that nobody wants this. Nobody wants to Nobody wants the big gimmick of the company to hold that title because now the title's a big gimmick. I got the best Becky Asuka story.
Asuka's not going to win the Rumble twice in 3 years.
Why? It didn't count the first. It does. If you win the Rumble and then don't win the title, it don't count. I'm just saying, it don't count. You win it again. Give it to her
happened
again.
for
Give her a
both the
duo.
Japanese people. It happened to both the Japanese stars that year.
Just bad luck. Just bad luck.
So that was the end of Raw.
Every Japanese star is hot during Wrestle Kingdom time, and then they just lose after every since then. Like Nakamura hasn't wrestled since Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Well, Nakamura's still sporting a hand injury.
Yeah. Which apparently is now breaking news. It's just something that we broke many weeks ago, I think. Talking about
By observation. By observation, you could see it.
Yeah, he's just wrapped up on the outside.
What were you not going to call it? Are you just standing there pretend having his hand wrapped up?
Yeah, it's only news until Dave Meltzer reports. Oh, you know why Nakamura hasn't wrestled? He's been injured. Oh, is that right? Actually, this was Boogs. I think in an interview
Boogs broke it.
Boogs broke it. It was like, well, Nakamura's been injured. You guys haven't noticed the cast? Breaking news. Boogs tells Nakamura's been injured this whole
Big
time.
Swole debuts at the Rumble. I don't think so.
You know what? I would support it out of pettiness. If there was somebody to show up in the Rumble, in the Forbidden Door, and they wanted no reaction, I would hope it's Jordan Grace out of Impact Wrestling.
You want no reaction? You want no reaction? I said it and I say it again. Nick Aldis is going to walk through that Forbidden Door and no one's going to care. No one is going to care. There's going to be silence. And then one person's going to break and go, who are you? And then it's going to lead, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
And I can imagine my hook on. That's Nick Aldis, a 3-time NWA champion. This. And all this, he's one of the longest reigning champions in the modern era of the NWA. And then he has to explain what the NWA is for the kids. The NWA was a faction of the corporate federation that was around many years ago, such as Harley Race and Ric Flair carried that banter really strong. And then Vince McMahon bought the territories and killed it. But Nick Aldis killed that title.
Hey.
And everybody's going to think he's 60. They're going to think Nick Aldis is 60s, but he's going to be like the youngest guy in the ring at like 34 or something.
Me and Ross are watching Roy's Retro. And the NWA is back, motherfuckers. The NWA is back.
Jared done brought that title back.
I don't even leave Magnus alone. No, he has been boring ever since. Day one he appeared on TV, boring.
Who, Magnus? I like Nick Aldis, but I like him as a champion, but that's as far as it goes. I don't want to see him wrestle. I just want to see him talk. Cut promos, hold the 10 pounds of gold, look pretty, do your job, and that's it. You don't ever have to wrestle. You don't even have to have an NWA Aldis.
No, this is the reason Mickie James has to come back. She ain't earning enough money from Impact. So she needs to take some of that WWE money because Nick Aldis is too afraid to take some WWE or AEW money because he is boring. Boring.
When the highlight of your career is a Cody match, you don't have much of a career. Oh, man. That's the meanest comment you have ever said. You won't know reaction. You bring out Nick Aldis. That's so mean.
Like you haven't said anything mean before.
Yeah, well, I feel like that hurt. I feel like Nick Aldis was listening to this show. It was like they're talking about me. Oh.
You know what?
Not like that. Not like that.
Even if I followed him on Twitter and he blocked me because of this, I wouldn't even care. Because I bet his tweets are just as boring as him.
Randy, you do realize that I believe over 50% of our listeners are from the United Kingdom. And I like to think of our 2 listeners, it's Nick Aldis is the other one. And you just heard him. He's going to rise up. Dear sharpshooters, I was a fan of this telecast for many weeks. I subscribed. I was happy with everything. And then you finally start talking about the NWA. And I was really proud.
And my heart
And
grew
then-
3 sizes. And then Manny decided to crush me. And then my heart went. And then my heart shattered.
You think I'm some type of joke? And then I go, yeah, you kind of lost to Trevor Murdoch.
Am I a joke to you? Yes, you are. And I tell you what, Magnus, I am from the UK too, and we don't appreciate you.
He's like
You
the
are
most
boring.
Like when you think of UK greats, as long as he's held the title, you're like, let's talk about our Wade Barretts and Regals.
I'm telling you now, Wade Barrett may
Nigel
have never won the.
McGuinness.
Wade Barrett may have never won the big one. He was far more entertaining than Nick Aldis.
I hope he's in the Rumble. I hope Bad News Barrett's in the Rumble.
I got some bad news for you. It's not even bad news. I'm sure you're aware of it, Nick Aldis. I'm sure you're aware of it.
I could just see Mickey James consoling him in the back. It's okay, honey. They don't know me. They don't know me. I've been wrestling for 20 years. They don't know me. I started when I was a wee boy at 16. They don't know me.
I'm
Does
telling you
nobody
now.
remember the British invasion in Impact?
I'm telling you now. Sin Cara returns at this Royal Rumble. We get a bigger reaction than Nick Aldis would.
Hey, Sin Cara 1 would get a bigger reaction. I mean, both Sin Caras show up. It's 2 Sin Caras.
Catalina Garcia would get a bigger reaction. From me, because I'm loud as fuck.
Yes. Shout out to the St. Louis crowd for just really disrespecting the NWA title. The home of the NWA title is St. Louis. And yeah, he's gonna be the most disrespected thing ever. Like, yeah, we don't care about Nick Aldis. Damn. Fuck.
Magnus was entertaining in TNA. He probably was. But how many people actually watch TNA? How many?
Yeah.
It's the same amount of people watching Rampage.
Same amount of people watching NWA. But no, I find I like Nick Aldis. Do I think he's anything that I would be like, I need to put money down to go see a Nick Aldis match? No. But I enjoy his promos. I enjoy his personality. I think he has everything. He looks like the world heavyweight champion. The problem is, once he gets in the ring, you go, oh, that's really it right there.
I would rather watch Matt Cardona become the NWA heavyweight champion. At least he's more entertaining.
Hey, Matt Cardona rebranded himself, and now he's something. He has value. He has value.
Who else you got in there? Camille. Camille's more entertaining than him. Thunder
if
Rosa
Camille
when she was
showed up
there,
in the
more
Rumble-
entertaining than him.
If Camille showed up in a Rumble, Vince McMahon's going like, what is this? What is this? Look at this specimen. Look at this physique. She's winning the Rumble. You don't even know her, Vince.
I tell you what, the table will flip over because his erection will be popping out so hard.
Put JTG in the Rumble.
What if Pope returned to the Rumble? That ain't happening. I would love to see them put JTG. Do you know what? I would love to see them put JTG in there because there'll be a moment up there where he points up to the sky and for Shad. You know there's gonna be a moment for that.
You know it's gonna make everybody cry. It's gonna
Yeah.
like, God damn it.
And we might cry on stream when it happens.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing sunglasses. No, it's me cry on stream.
I know this is never happening again, but I would love to see Big Cass and Enzo show up in the Rumble. Mostly just Enzo, just to do his stick and then get thrown out. And I know W. Morrissey is in Impact right now. This is a working relationship. They can always get this to go. They can always
Well,
make it work.
Moose has thrown his shot at Roman Reigns.
Yep. I like it. I like it. But the worst part about this, and I don't know if this was brought up on the show about this whole, Mickey James and the forbidden door or the now forbidden ceiling, as she calls it. The thing is, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn, mid thought. Oh, the thing is, this has got more attention than all the time Impact was on the AEW. They did not do anything for Impact at all. It was just like the Good Brothers was there and Kenny would show up on Impact, but it was never any other Impact stars that really came over, and it was like, this is it.
Yeah, it was only to put the belt on Kenny. Like that, I thought that didn't actually bring in anything extra for Impact.
No, it did nothing. It had a little juice to it, and you're like, oh, they work with all these people, but they didn't actually do anything with it. New Japan brought in Finn Juice. I think they're
like,
still there.
Look how dire the AEW women's division was at that point, and how good the Impact women's division was at that point. The only person they brought over was what, Kira Hogan, when she was out of contract.
Yeah, like they could have brought in Peraza, Jordan Grace. You know, they had a million women. They could have brought Kara Hogan when she was there. Tasha Steelz and stuff. And it was like, nah.
Levi said WWE isn't bringing anything to Impact. Yeah, but they're bringing the fact that they've mentioned it. Like, they didn't mention her, they just said Mickie James. But what did Pat McAfee do? He said the Impact Knockouts champion. That's already made people Google who the fuck is Mickie James if you didn't know who Mickie James was.
But, well, probably Impact Championship more than like, what the fuck is this Mickie James? But no, the Twitter feed, the WWE social media feed, called it the Impact Wrestling Champions coming to the Royal Rumble as well too.
Yeah, they said the Impact Knockouts champion. Which obviously brings people to you. It's not gonna happen overnight. Like wrestling in views is dead. but you know, working with WWE is there's a bigger audience there, and more people can probably go over.
But the only company really using this forbidden door is Impact. They're throwing people everywhere, and I really appreciate that. I mean, they're incorporating Ring of Honor on their show, which is semi-dead, but you know what? It's still kicking. They got New Japan stars. They're letting people go wrestle with WWE. They made deals with AEW. I believe they're working with NWA. They help with the women's show as well. Like, Impact is really the most unique company out there who is just like, yeah, man, we do whatever. And we're
Impact's a whore. Impact's a whore is what it is. I'll do it for anybody. I just need money.
just mention me one time. That's all I need. Just mention me one time. Show me a little attention. Just a little bit. But they are trying to make big moves these days, and you know.
Yeah, Maurice is right. Maurice is definitely right. Impact is doing smart work from a wrestling perspective. I mean, it's weird that they've become the smallest people there, and they're going under the radar. But like the fact that they're able to work and share talent by being that type of company is only going to benefit them in the long run.
Yeah, this is how Impact actually originally started, was that they were just borrowing from other companies and stuff like that when they were like bringing all the Ring of Honor guys in there, and now they went back to these roots, and it's really good. It's really like energizing. It makes me like, you know, I didn't watch Hard to Kill, but because, you know, dying and shit, but it did make me want to go like, oh, I'll go watch the death match between Mickie James and Diana Peraza. To see if Mickie James retained the title, because I feel sure she was gonna lose that title, and then she retained. I was like, oh shit.
Maurice did say it'd be great if this opens the door for a pay-per-view that features them on WWE. Yeah, but it's called. You even said it, Maurice. I can't remember what it was. Is it a PLE now?
Premium
live event.
Yeah, a plea.
A plea to watch. I don't see this being the last time WWE do anything with Impact.
I think that there's a deal, and I think that some of it have something to do with AJ Styles. That's my sources take, because it seems like if I was Impact, and you know, I'll let you use Mickie James, and like the last time they did exchange, it was Christian for. Who was it? I forgot who they. Oh, for Ric Flair. Whatever kind of deal that was.
Someone said the funniest thing, and I think Maurice posted it in Mid-Card Mess. All you need is R-Truth appearing on Impact and say, "This ain't WWE," and I would lose my shit, because you know, first of all, First of all, that would be on Impact's YouTube thing, which will probably go viral within the wrestling community.
Yeah.
Which more eyes on the product, which would be a good thing. And then WWE could lend them. You could give the 24/7 title back and forth, have that go all across wherever they plan to do it, because that would be funny. That would be a reason to watch both shows.
Yes, if Johnny Swinger decided to roll up R-Truth and become the 24/7 champion. It makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense.
It's all good stuff if it actually happens, and
that might be the new wave of wrestling. You know, it's not let me sign these guys to have them trapped here. Just let me borrow your guy. Let me borrow your guy. Cool. And it keeps it fresh, your title picture and the community, and everybody's healthy as a whole.
Yeah.
And then you crush them in the end. That's what McMahon said. Yeah. Let him. Yeah. Show me the moves. Let's borrow moves. So we can crush them.
So that brings us to the end of the show.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah, Raw was terrible where it was super terrible, but it was
it wasn't. Do you know what? It wasn't terrible. And the fact that I stayed up for this one, mainly because I wanted to see Mickey James. Oh yeah, Hook was at a strip club. Yes, with Antonio Brown.
I saw that picture. Antonio Brown was there?
Yeah, apparently. So Maurice posted the picture, and I was thinking, should I post this? Because no one had posted it first. And I was like, should I post it? Because it didn't look like him at the get-go from the image I saw. And then Maurice posted it, I was like, it must be him. And then I saw the one with Mark Henry. And then it was now time for the main.
Yeah. Look at the strip club made me laugh so much. I don't know why. He looked faded too. Like they call Hook. Like who called Hook in the strip club? And I have no problem with Hook being in the strip club. If anybody have a problem with Hook in the strip club, they need to let that boy live. He is a growing young man.
Who the fuck took those pictures, man? Let the boy live.
Those hookers sit for Hook, okay? Or not
boy
those strippers.
And we'll be back Thursday with more Untitled Manny and Marcus goodness. Raw's Retro is also out this Friday, where it's more Stunner Fest as we lead into the Royal Rumble.
Good times. The golden age of wrestling.
Yeah, do you know what? As bad as some of it is, because you go through it and you're like, this was shit, this was shit, this was shit. I remember this because this was the only good part. I'm just like, oh yeah, Mark Mero did used to wear a do-rag.
Oh, the nostalgia hits. Oh yeah, Mark Mero's do-rag. I remember that. I can see someone yelling, "Hey honey, you remember Mark Mero used to wear a do-rag? Come look at these old photos."
So there's plenty of content coming out. Like the video, subscribe. Oh, we do have a new Twitter handle, which I can't remember the name of, which isn't helpful.
Sharpie Network, right?
Yeah, I think it's the Sharpie Network.
I'm really shocked that the Sharpies, the people who do the markers, did not do the Sharpie Network, because I feel like they would have that with a lock.
Yeah, so it's the Sharpies
Hopefully
Network.
They buy it from us.
It's not coming up on screen properly. Sharpies Network. At the moment, this is managed by Ross, because I said I can't even keep up with the Instagram, let alone do the Twitter. So yeah, if you want more interaction, just find us everywhere on the Midcard Mess. I'm out there probably destroying Kerry, because that's what I do.
I can really see you looking into the mirror at night going, "Oh, you're a beast. You're a big mean man. You're a bear." Like, was that on the show we talked about Baloo? No, it wasn't, huh?
Yeah.
That was our pre-show conversation, right?
Yeah.
I was about to reference that, so y'all don't know what we're talking about. Just Baloo, his fucking jungle life. Has it easy compared to me and my bills. Fuck him. And his bare necessities.
About your worries and your strength.
I got bills, Baloo. I got bills. Shit.
And on that note,
They gonna cut my lights off, Baloo.